Hi everyone, it's Sunday, February 25th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So the Lunar New Year is over and large customers were slow to return to the market this week. And although we did see a fair amount of interest, which is good. Now that said, it was much as it has been in recent weeks, with low bids in the middle of the week that end up as steady sales by the end of the week. Heavy Texas steers are still unchanged, which is $22 for seasonal averages. And cow sellers are much in the same position as they have been, which is that they're able to move hides at steady levels, but not any higher. Combined export sales for the period ending February 15th were an astounding 920,900, but once again, half that total was wet blue. In fact, the sales raised some eyebrows because some of the destinations were a bit unexpected. And looking at combined shipments, they were again higher, up by 10% at 631,400. Estimated slaughter for the week ending February 24th was 593,000, and that's 2.5% lower than last week. Turning to Europe, this week was Lineapelle, and editor Andrea Guolo was there for all 3 days of the fair. He says that attendance numbers were good, but the market remains weak. And in general, the news coming out of the fair wasn't terribly positive. Looking at the British market, nothing has changed and prices are as they were at the end of January. So the 36 plus ox is selling unchanged at 84 to 85 cents sterling per kilo. And Irish sellers are trying to push higher in Europe, but that's not happening, so prices remain at 90 cents in euros per kilo for right now. For European bulls, buyers are looking for small sizes instead of the large ones, and that's a complete turnaround from the norm of the past few years. Reference prices for North German bulls are weekly steady at 90 to 95 cents per kilo in euros, and South German prices are also following these trends. European cows actually have an odd price situation where the light and the heavy cows have the same price right now. Andrea runs down what the reasons for those are, so you'll want to check the report for those. And regarding veal skins, downward pressure continues to weigh on prices because of the leather goods situation in Europe. In his analysis this week, we have Andrea's day-by-day recap of Lineapelle if you missed it during the week. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that the average price of fresh hides is still 85 cents per kilo in reals, and the reference price of TR1 remains unchanged at 65 cents per square foot. And in Argentina this week, prices did see some changes. In other news from Brazil, the country logged $6 million in business at IFLS and EICI in Colombia. In Brazil, the sector entities are pressing for the maintenance of that payroll tax relief, which was approved, denied, and now looking to be approved again. From elsewhere in Latin America, the Buenos Aires government meets with the textile and footwear sectors. In Colombia, Queiroz Velez is installing solar panels at its manufacturing plant. And in Uruguay, a period has opened where the public and groups can comment on the proposed acquisitions of refrigerators by Minerva. That is all we have for this week. Until next week, good night from HideNet.